Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome to another video on the new channel. Okay, so we're back doing something a little bit different today. Well, it's not really different at all, because I'm gonna done like a first part of this, and there's a second part, and then I might make a third part series, I don't know. See ya. But anyway, this is ranking my top 10 mid film tier list. So what I mean by that is not the best but not the worst films. Yeah, that I've seen. So yeah, as I say, I did this with my top 10 favorite films, and so now I'm gonna do top 10 mid films that I think are quite mid. Just gonna try and fix this camera here because there's something's going on. There we are. There we are. It's like moving for some unknown reason. See what I'm saying? It's like slowly just like, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. There we go. I think that's it now. So anyway, as I was saying, I've done like the first part of this, which was obviously my top 10 favorite films of all time. Now I'm going to do the my top 10 mid films, and now possibly, as I say, we'll possibly do a third part to this, which will be my top 10 least favorite films. So yeah, okay. So at number 10, I am going to put Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from 2005, with Johnny Depp and Freddie Highmore. Now, I understand why people don't like this film. It could be it's a lot more. It's Tim Burton. It's Tim Burton film. So if you know what I mean, like Tim Burton likes to make his films a bit more dark and mysterious, and that's exactly what Charlie and Chocolate Factory is from 2005. It's more dark and it's more mysterious. From like yeah, from like 1976, was it, with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, with Gene Wilder, 1976, I want to say. And so yeah, that was definitely a bit more kid friendly. And I'd say the Wonka from 2023, was it? 2023. That was obviously again more kid like. And I'd say that was a kind of prequel to obviously 1976. But yeah, but so like yeah, and so it's like I do understand why it's not why like it's not is I understand why people don't like it as much as they like um the original or the Wonka film from 2023. I do understand why that is. It's because like it took a bit of a dark turn to the franchise. It's not as very kid friendly as the other two films. But for me personally, I actually like really like it. I like the Oompa Loompas in it as well, and I think like it's Johnny Depp. How can it not be a bad? Name one bad Johnny Depp film. You can't do it. So yeah, so yeah. But anyway, so like that goes into number 10. As I say, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I do understand why. It's not. As I say, I do understand why some people don't like it as much as they like Charlie and Chocolate Factory from 1976 or Wonka from 2023. I do understand that, but for me personally, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So that goes into my 10 for top 10 mid tier. So yep. Number 9. Now let me think about this. I'm going to say Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were Rabbit. Again, it's a great film. Don't get me wrong, it's a great film. I do really enjoy watching it. But for me personally, I prefer the original Wallace and Gromit films to the films, episodes, whatever you want to call it, films or episodes. I do prefer those, like obviously the Ron Treasures. The Ron Treasures was a brilliant episode. That was the first one we saw. Phyllis McGraw, obviously he made his return, and oh, what was it, Vengeance Most Foul, and obviously, as I say, we're going to be getting the new Wallace and Gromit as well. That's currently being made just now. So it's like yeah, and it's obviously like a second part to Vengeance Most Foul. So yep. So yeah, but the wrong. So it's like I do prefer like the the original films, or episodes, whatever you want to call them. I prefer to call them films. But yeah, but whatever you want to call them. So yeah. Um, but yeah. So it's like I do prefer them to Curse of the Were Rabbit. But again, I'm going to need to try and fix this camera. It's really driving me crazy. Okay, let's just try this. Let's just try something here. Let's see if this works. That works a bit better. There we go. It would work a bit better if it wasn't a dog jumping on it. There we go. Okay. sorry about that. So yeah. But yeah, it's just Miley's here. She just thinks there's someone at the door. That's all it is. But yeah, I managed to catch that on time. I don't know if that camera caught me. You know what I mean? But I managed to catch that on time before it was actually. And here she goes again, about to jump again. Here she goes. Watch this. There we go. Okay, Marley, don't stand on the camera. Marley. That's it, good girl. Okay, let me try and fix this again. This camera, this video isn't really going to plan, is it? So yeah. Okay, perfect. Murphy's Law, whatever can go wrong will go wrong, and today the camera is just not against me today, is it? This camera does not want me to do this video today, does yeah, so yeah. But yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, I do prefer like the original Wallace and Gromit to the to like Wallace and Gromit, the Curse of the Red Rabbit. But again, it's Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Red Rabbit is actually it's a brilliant film. It's a brilliant film. I'm not denying that. But yeah, but for me, it's not the best, but not the worst. So it's going into number 9 today. Number 8, it's going to be the Smurfs 2. Now again, I really like the Smurfs. I like both Smurfs films. When I was growing up, I haven't seen Smurfs of the Lost Village, and I'm really not planning to. Yeah. As it's a bit more. It's not live action. It's animated. I do prefer the live action Smurfs films to the animated ones. As well. I wasn't a big fan of the animated series either. So yeah. But yeah, but like it's not a bad film. I do really I like that they made Smurfette the lead in this film. That's quite a good story. But again, like it's quite forgettable. It's quite a forgettable story, if you know what I mean. It's not really memorable. There is some stuff in there that like yeah, yeah. So we'll say Smurfs 2. Also I found out that the guy Hackus. I thought all this time they're calling him Haggis, and it's just a voice. If you listen to it, it sounds like they're calling him Haggis, but it's actually Hackus. Is his name. So yeah. But it's just like their voices. They just all sound like they're saying haggis. They're just sounding like calling them haggis in this film as well. So that kind of gives me loses points for me as well. It's because like, they're not very clear. They don't make it very clear on what his name actually is. So yeah, so that loses points as well. And so yeah, so the Smurfs 2 goes in at number 8. Okay, number 7. It's open season. Now again, we're starting to get into and now like this is where I feel like we're starting to get into films where I do like them more, and they're on the potential brink of not being mid tier, of like somewhere between like higher mid tier to yeah. But yeah, like open season was one that I forgot how much I really like, and I do forget that like how many times I actually like. But it's like I yeah like how much I actually like open season. It's just one of these films, like and it's not like it's not like it's not like a memorable film. It's not like any of that. It's just you just forget you just it's just like you just forget like how much you actually like this film, how good this film actually is. It's funny, it's heartwarming, it's obviously sad because like obviously like you like it it deals with quite a big um but like story, and obviously like she thinks that like she can keep a bear as a pet, but obviously you can't have a bear as a pet. Do you mean? And it's like yeah, it's got to live its wild, it's got to live its life out in the wild, and it's like yeah. So it's like they take this story like this like this heartbreaking story, and they somehow like manage to make it funny and everything like that as well, and it's so good. It's really really good. It's really really well done. It's animated very very well, and yeah, I do really like it. And also I like that it's got Billy Connolly in it as well. That gives me some high marks as well. Again, like he's another person you do actually forget is in this film. Like yeah. Um. So like yeah, but Billy Connolly is in this film. Yeah. Okay, so number six and number five are just going to be the exact same, which is going to be Garfield 1 and Garfield 2. Now I should probably switch. Yeah, yeah. So it's like yeah, let's select Garfield 2 is going at number six, and Garfield the first Garfield film will go on at number five. Again, two films I really liked growing up. I love the Garfield. I love the Garfield films, and then obviously they did the Garfield animated show, which in my opinion was a brilliant show. I loved the show, the Garfield show. So yeah, and it really doesn't annoy me that it's not as well known as it is. So yeah, it's not really as well known as it is. So yeah, sorry about this. This video. Okay, just want to get through this video. Just want to get through this video. Okay. Just want to get through this video. Okay, I just want to get through this video. I just want to do this. Oh, Marley, baby, can you please stop jumping on the camera? Can you please stop doing the? You're gonna break the camera again. That was another brilliant catch. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys seen that catch there, but that was brilliant. And here she comes again. Is she gonna do it again? There we go. Okay. I just want to get through this video, guys. It's because this camera does not want me to do this video today. So yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, but what was I saying? So yeah, like I do like Garfield 1 and Garfield 2, so yeah, so like obviously, like yeah, like and it's just but it's like what I like about Garfield is just like the comedy, the stuff, yeah, and like, but I do prefer like the comedy stuff in Garfield 1 to Garfield 2. I'm not really a big fan of like they added like the second Garfield. I can't remember Prince. I don't really like the fact that they did that, especially because like Prince does not sound like Garfield, and Garfield does not sound like Prince. So how did it take them that long to figure that out? You know what I mean? Yeah, like it was pretty obvious from the start, just by how they sound, to the other animals in Garfield too. So yeah, specifically Odie and the other animals in the castle. So yeah, so yeah. But I do really like Billy Connolly's performance as the villain. I do really like that as well. Billy Connolly's performance as the villain. So yeah. So it's like Garfield 2 comes in at number 6, and Garfield 1 comes in at number 5. Okay, so number 4, I'm gonna say Big. Now again, similar to Garfield and Open Season, Big is a film that I actually that I actually don't remember how much I actually like this film, how good this film actually is. It's unbelievably good, and it's underrated good. It's underratedly good. It's a very underrated Tom Hanks film. So yeah, it's again like very similar to Open Season. It's funny, but it's also heartwarming. It's also heartbreaking. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like this boy, this 11-year-old boy, just one day has to, just becomes an adult. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like he's now got to stop being a kid and he's got to start being an adult. He's got to go to work and he's you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. And it is it's such they managed to take like such a heartbreaking story and managed to make it funny but also heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time. It's so good. So yeah. So Big goes in at number 4. Okay. So number three. Let me think about this one. Number 3. Um, trying to think about this. I'm trying to think because like obviously I didn't prepare this, so I just went off the top of my head, because that's how this video is going to go. Yes, yeah. Um, but number three. I am going to say, okay. So like again, like my top three is also going to be, it's just going to be 3 films from the same franchise. But obviously, I'm going to so it's like Hotel Transylvania. So yeah, well, it's going to be Hotel Transylvania. So yeah, I do really like the Hotel Transylvania film franchise. Not so much Hotel Transylvania 4. Although I'm a massive Brian Hall fan, it should have been Adam Sandler. They should have stuck with Adam Sandler as the voice of Dracula. So yep. So it loses points for that, and also it's just not a great film. Not a great film. Hotel Transylvania 4. So that's why that's not on the list. It's obviously Hotel Transylvania 3, and then the first Hotel Transylvania, and that goes in at number 3. Hotel Transylvania 2 goes in at number 1, and Hotel Transylvania, the first one, goes in at number 2. So yeah, I just really like these 3 films. I thought again like they managed to take something like